These will be some parting thoughts for today on psychometric science, continuing about the tribe and about the castle. Popov made some very strong points that no culture is for everyone. We have a very strange modern idea that says there's a club over there that doesn't like me. It would be fair and just if I could force my way in and experience what they're having. Well, at least from this perspective, you cannot enter it without changing it. And you cannot enter it without being either changed into it or changing it. That if you were already its ideal participant, you'd be there. Humans are tribal, they are territorial. We're not sort of advancing into a global multicultural society where we're more understanding and more gentle and more universal everything. This is very much analogous to, I see a castle, I want to go live there. You knock on the door and you say, I want to come and pick my own role there. And they say, we only let people in that want to be serfs and peasants. Well, no, I want to be a knight. Well, you're entering as a serf and a peasant unless you've been recommended from elsewhere, from another castle that we are on good terms with. You can't just enter here and tell us you're a knight. Or, I was a king's advisor and a kingdom doesn't exist anymore. I want you to let me do that here. Well, if we did not invite you, and we don't know the king you're talking about because he's dead, again, we can't let you in. Well, I'm going to force my way in. Okay, we'll kill you. Or, if your statements indicate insanity to us, you're going to live, in the countryside, eating scraps and being treated as a leper. That is essentially what happens when someone tries to push themselves into a culture that is not what their DNA already says. And that's not an ethnic statement, that's a cultural DNA, psychometric DNA. Like a workplace, like a church, like a club, like a school, psychometric DNA. This castle has specific roles: gatekeepers, peasants, doorkeepers, and the knights and nobles that are in the tower formulating the hierarchy. And occasionally, those advisors and sages that are invited by those in the tower. If you cannot be one of these things, you will be ignored, you'll be mistrusted, or even driven out. Fact. Tribal theory, as a set of definite black and white axiomatic statements. A tribe, in this sense, is self-existent, liminal, and self-benefiting. It exists for its own benefit, not for the tribe down the street. They, given the chance, would make war with and subsume the tribe down the street. No tribe is for everyone. I have noticed for many years a marketing idea that people use, well, our club is the everybody club. Our restaurants for everybody, our sport is for everybody, our denomination. And it simply cannot be that way because if they're saying we'd like everyone to come, they're not saying come and be yourself. They're saying come and be fixed culturally so that you are submissive to our culture. They're not saying come and be yourself because we're multicultural. They're saying even if now the new version is you can be lots of colors and languages in a given culture, which is fantastic, still the underlying invisible self-justifying hierarchy is going to be the same, and you're going to have to deal with that directly as opposed to, it doesn't matter anymore. Because of that, the phenomenon that you can't just knock on any castle and expect yourself as it is to be invited in, but rather if you have the right cultural DNA, they will take you in or perhaps fix you to make you more like their culture. If they can't do that, the existence of tribes necessitate the creation of new tribes. That is, unless we feel like it's just fine that, there are, um, no culture thinks it's a problem that somebody shows up and is different from how you decided your culture is, and you tell them all the things that's wrong with them and tell them why they fix themselves. No culture sees that as a problem. No culture will analyze that. And so you will either have people that say, I am so desperate for a tribe, I'll let myself be fixed. Or people that say, I don't need a tribe so badly that I'll let you change how I talk, how I dress, how I present myself, how I stand, who I will defer to. And those people will either live in cultural isolation or they will formulate new tribes because the existence of tribes requires the formulation of new tribes. That was really fun. Have a wonderful day. God bless you. If I have blessed you, encouraged you, opened your eyes to how tribes and cultures work, please like and subscribe. Thank you.